That's my validation vacuum sucking the materialism out of my life. Hey everybody, it's Brain44, your host for the Downloadable Brain podcast. Sorry about that loud ass noise. I know it's really loud, but hey, I always say regarding with metal music, if it is too loud for you, I'm afraid you're probably just too darn old. Make no mistake about it, some of my heroes are in their 50s and 60s and do shit that does surpass me. And I'm not even on their level, but sometimes I guess old people need an easy listening piece in order to make them feel safe and secure. I don't know, let me know how you rock. Let's get down, Charlie Brown. Let's get down, cause shit's about fixing to become loud up in this piece today. Yeah, I said it. Shit is fixing to become loud. So what is the validation vacuum? We live in a world where we base our entire self-worth on how other people perceive us. Am I saying all the right things? Am I doing all the right things? Are my actions and my words making others feel all warm and fuzzy inside? Or does my presence simply trigger them? Well, I guess if you're triggering people due to just behaving really, really badly, you could be considered somewhat of a bully or somebody who's just really mean, cold, and calculated towards others. But if all you do is wish people well and they're straight up hating on you, I guess you can't be so nice about it. Because if you're narrowing yourself down to their low vibrational, low frequency energy, it gives off really dirty governor vibes. Anyway, let's talk about the validation vacuum. The validation vacuum is a reward system handed to you from the power structure. What is the power structure? The power structure is those who make decisions regarding what should be trending, what movies we need to be watching, what kind of things people discuss on a day-to-day basis. And it always trickles down to social media, doesn't it? Because nowadays social media is everything. And I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom. A guy like me is able to demonstrate his skills and creative ambitions. And the people who do control the power structure choose not to rock with me. Have I tried to rock with them? Yes, I have. I used to send out demos to record labels. I used to always question everything I'm doing, hoping I say all the right things and make other people happy. I just thought, hey, if I make everybody happy, it must mean I'll also become happy, right? Well, as long as they run me through that little validation vacuum where I gain the approval of all, I could do no wrong. Because who doesn't love perfection, right? The problem is when you do chase those trends, when you do chase that validation vacuum, and you determine your self-worth based on how many likes or views a video you post gets, then you're narrowing yourself down to a peasant who will always and forever be beneath the power structure. I say believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your talent. If you have talent, if you are not there yet, you work your ass off until you master a musical instrument. Then once you master it, it's going to be undeniable that you did a good job at whatever it is you posted. So when I post a cover of one of my favorite songs, for example, on the YouTube platform at this time, at Spiritual Advisor Official for those listening on other platforms, then the power structure gives me 3 views on that video. I would need to start questioning how good I am versus how much I suck. And if we base it on the approval of those who control and manipulate the power structure, it's like, no, wait a minute. I mean, fine. You don't want to give an indie guy who's doing a good job any recognition at all for posting a cover and doing well at it. Okay, you sore-ass losers and jealous imbeciles. Okay. So you control the power structure. I understand. Have I not been good to you? Have I not proven myself to you enough yet? And what the F is up your ass? Sorry, I gotta say it, folks. I mean, clearly I'm not as triggered as they are, right? Because otherwise they wouldn't limit that cover I posted to getting 3 views. It was a damn good cover, too. When people are coming down and saying shit like, he sucks, that cover's garbage, then you know that you need to start working on improving before you even get on a platform like YouTube. But they'll never say that It's above and beyond sitting there playing Star Citizen on the hottest gaming PC in town. And I'm sorry for being that person comparing myself to the validation vacuum, but if you want to make it about a competition, you're literally treating me like a piece of shit while I work hard, do a good job, sound good, say a lot of interesting things, and inspire people. And why? So that you can treat me like shit, intentionally stunt my growth, intentionally make sure any cover I post never gets more than 10 views. Why? Because you either have a bastard son who sits around and plays video games, or you know somebody else who is very powerful and also has a bastard son without any musical talent at all. They just want to play video games. So now you're forcing me into this situation where I'd hate to bite the hand that feeds me, because those who make the rules hold the power structure. Yet here I am, rocking you like a hurricane. And it's not that I'm ungrateful for the power structure. We live in an awesome world of technology where anybody can now share their original music without a record label, or anybody can post covers of their favorite artists without really needing to run shit by anyone. Because the power structure does allow people to post music of the bands they like, just as long as that somehow goes back to the band. And hey, I'm all for it. Anytime I post a cover, don't pay me anything. Give the recognition to the guys who wrote it, because they deserve it. But if I'm just posting a cover and somebody out there is being really devious about it, kind of being like, oh, well, I don't like him and it bothers me, so I don't want to give him anything. I'm going to make sure his cover barely gets any views at all. Okay, you do that. But then don't come down on me later and say I was lazy or did a piss poor job on it, when I'm actually probably doing more than the majority. At least those who sit there and play video games, right? Nope. The power structure doesn't see it that way. You want to become a part of my validation vacuum family? You want me to allow you to become successful? You're going to have to be like an obedient dog towards me. Pardon my French, ladies and gentlemen, but fuck that. Who's asking for your permission, and who's saying I'm not allowed? If the viewer says I'm not allowed, I'm totally comfortable accepting that the viewer either doesn't think I'm any good, or that they just don't really take an interest in music much. That's fine, it's not for everybody, but why do indie artists get a very small amount of recognition while these kids who sit there and play video games can earn 1 million subscribers? They can pull in 500k views on a single video. But then I post a cover that I'm pretty sure sounds awesome, and it rocks a whopping 3 views. That's a validation vacuum prejudice, everybody. The people who control the power structure don't like my body. They hate it because I'm under 6 foot. They're not happy with my jawline. I'm not physically fit enough for them to be able to perform that validation vacuum standard that they hold us to. I don't have enough important people surrounding me. I'm not privileged enough. It's like, get a grip. You're out there making decisions on who gets seen, and you're letting me the fuck down right now by choosing to pass on me. I can't say you're sleeping on it, though. I can't say you're ignoring it, because you made sure the cover didn't even see 10 views, but you really went the extra mile to give a Call of Duty video game footage 100k views. That is an absolute injustice. So we are going to just shit all over talented people who are indie now. And we're going to shit all over talented people who are indie, but only decide to promote those we already signed on for our popular record labels. We will allow certain bedroom producers to even have a little small piece of the validation vacuum, just as long as it's not you, because you're doing too damn good of a job, and I'm extremely triggered out here being the person who controls the power structure. Okay, fine. So you don't want me to have anything at all. Fine. But you're not just letting me down by choosing to be downright prejudiced, hateful, and disrespectful towards me. You're also letting down every other kid out there who grows up to decide to follow his passion, such as playing music, but he never had the same opportunities others did to sign to a record label, or to step into an equal and fair partnership with somebody who could put him on the map. Maybe they feel threatened because I stopped asking their permission. Is that what it is? Or maybe it's something entirely different. You might be simple minded like the people from my city or a lot of people inside my family. And your simple minds don't allow you to grasp the concept that there is room for everybody to grow. So you selfishly latch onto this power structure, choosing to downright hoard the power and only dish out little jolts of dopamine to your hand-picked selections, rewarding them with a small amount of the validation vacuum, which could potentially lead to a larger validation vacuum later on, just as long as they are this obedient dog to your diabolical ways. So what's the order for today, Dirty Governor? I'm going to tell you what my order is, my obedient dog. I want you to start slandering this person because I don't like them. I want you to be an alpha male. Now put on this dress because my intention is to feminize men who are comfortable being manly. I want you to listen to my every word and obey my every command. And if you're a good enough obedient dog, hey, just look at me. I got the best car on the block. You know, my house has 5 bathrooms and 27 bedrooms. But if you look at me with my materialistic power, you can have a little piece of the good life too. Everybody wants it. I keep going back to that quote from They Live, but it's a telltale dialogue that explains the dynamic between how to become an obedient dog to your master if you choose to give in to the perception that you can actually be bought by somebody with money. Because somebody with a lot of money must mean that they own you, right? Go fuck yourself. There's the validation vacuum coming in to swoop up my eviction notice, but I don't give a fuck. And don't ever tell me I was biting the hand that feeds me, when the same hand that never wanted me to become successful make sure that I don't. And don't act like I'm lazy or untalented. Just remember, you're the weirdos who hate me for no logical reason, other than your own stupidity, and your son needs a full-time job as a video game player. So have a nice day. Fuck you very much. Brain44 signing out.